So here we go. I'm going to show you another way to get into trades at US Open, high volume, any session, high volume. I'm just going to keep pumping these out till so some of you that don't understand one way can understand another. I'm using Rankos. I love Rankos. I'm sorry. If you don't, you're about to find out why you're gonna maybe possibly start loving Rankos. Um, because you're going to see trade opportunities that you wouldn't normally have seen. Okay, so what we're going to do here's 9:30 a.m. Plus, you can't do a replay on this. It's hard to back test. I know because you already see the things, but you have to see what happens to make trades work out before you understand when to enter and exit, anyways. So this is the best way I found to do it. So what do we get? We got 9:30 a.m. We see all this scribble right before 9:30 or after 9:30, and we see all this range and crap right here, right? So we're gonna just draw a zone. That's all we're gonna do. We're just going to draw a zone, a good zone right there, or a good little range break. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my low, right? So my most recent actual low is right here. So I'm gonna take an anchor VWAP and I'm gonna stick it on the low. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna wait. Obviously, this is before. This is 10 right here. So 10 o'clock. So this is drawn and we got our low here. So we're waiting for price to break out of the zone. Up or down, doesn't matter. Probably going to be up because we were bullish. So waiting for price to break out of the zone. Some people want to trade these breakouts. That's fine. Trade it and scalp it all you want. Trail your loss, whatever you want to do, blah, blah, blah. Make some money. The real trade's going to come when uh, it breaks out and then you get your first pullback right here, right? So what you want to do is you want to draw about here to your pullback. Okay. And it matches this down here too. See that right there? And we're going to draw it right. Draw it right. Okay. Obviously, we don't know this stuff is here, but we're basically waiting for a breakout of the range, and we're waiting for a pullback to come down into this zone here and reject this zone. If it pushes through this zone right here, we do not want to get into this trade. This is more than likely going bearish, and we need to start setting up for a bearish trade and looking for that entry, not a long entry. Okay. So we want to see price reject this zone here and then go back up. If it rejects it and starts pushing up, we want to get into this trade and we want to put our stop loss right there at the bottom of the zone and we want to target this high. Okay. There's your first trade right there. All right. Second trade. If we're still considered bullish, when this comes down and it hits the zone again, but it doesn't even break into it, taps it, and remember that anchored VWAP right here? Rejects that anchored VWAP, we are in a second entry. And our stop loss is below the zone. And we are targeting the high. And there it is. There's you two trades. It'll make you a lot of freaking money. This one was at 10:06 and ended at 10:10. This one was at 10:17 and ended at 10:28. This is 339 ticks. This is 414 ticks. Now let me show you what this would look like on, say, like your 5-minute chart. We can't go lower than a 5-minute chart, guys. All right, here it is. Boom. Good luck catching those on 5-minute charts. Now, you could do it with my typical, when I'm using regular candles, I use volume candles. Those things are awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen those yet, but it's this volume candle. When you get a bunch of volume, the candles get bigger. See how this candle's like thicker? Yeah. You could catch it with a 15-second candle. See that? See that? But with a 5-minute candle, I don't know, man. You better get a quick eyes for that. I mean, you see a wicking candle pushing up. I mean, if you got the balls, go for it. But you saw what happened right after this. What ICT would say, oh, this was an inverse and fair value gap, and did all that. Here you go. Here's two trades right here. About the 15-second time frame, same thing. You're drawing the range. You're waiting for the breakout. Remember, after 9:30, this doesn't count. And then we're drawing our zone from our first pullback, and we wicked our pullback. and then we went back up to this high, and then we wicked it again. See, a lot of people would take this trade here because, oh, we got a demand zone, a supply and demand, a push up, blah blah blah. Well, if you're doing what I'm doing, you're taking this one and you're getting both. Okay, there you go.